YouTube, what it do? It's your boy, that boy Welly, and we are back with another video. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. We on the road to 1,000. Guys, I am officially not a McDonald's worker no more, so this is gonna be my experience, because I don't know what I was allowed to say and what I wasn't allowed to say. Even now, I still don't know. You feel me? When they make you sign in papers, you'll never know what you sign in. When you getting hired, you just be like, yeah, I'm gonna sign it because I know I'm gonna get some money every 2 weeks from my paycheck. As a manager for McDonald's, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, McDonald's is not the place you want to be. I don't know if it's every McDonald's, but I just know the majority of them, you don't want to be there. And reason being, they're paying you shit. First off, let's start this off. I don't know if everywhere is paying this amount, but at my McDonald's, your start off was $11 or $12. $11 to $12 an hour can't get you shit, especially if you have bills. Oh my God, you can't afford life. You can't afford the cost of living. You working for free, basically. I'm gonna be real with you. You working for free. And even when they do bump you up, the people who was bumped up was like $13 an hour, and I'm over here. I'm a manager. I make a little bit more than that, so I'm like, damn, like $13 an hour. The fuck, like, for this type of generation where people want their fries well done, hot, fresh, or else they throw it in your face. You want to give me $13 an hour for that? I used to tell my employees all the time. I used to say, bro, like, you need to get the fuck up out of here. They'd be like, oh, do you like this job? I'm like, no, I like my position because I'm mostly sitting at a desk and taking, shit from my managers. But that's for the pay I get. That's all right for the pay I get, and that's in that point in time. For the pay y'all get to take shit from us for $13 an hour, boy, you better shake. I be telling them, like, bro, don't stay here. Please don't stay here. I be saying even I don't want to stay there. So the fact that I left was a great sentiment to me, because I'm like, damn, like, I finally get to leave that place. That place is not it. That place is not it. When it comes to the stuff I done seen, oh my gosh, I don't even want to, because I feel like McDonald's gonna be like, you trying to, bash us and say shit that's not true, but it's true. The stuff that I done seen, the work environment that they be trying to have you work in, bro. I remember this was recently, like, pipes all backed up, smell like poo, just smelly, like, it's smelly in the restaurant, and it's so bad to the point we had to lock the doors. And so all the employees have to deal with this smell, and it's horrible. And literally, us as managers, we ain't really had no choice but to stay and work through it. We could send our employees home, and if they felt like they couldn't work through it, we say, all right, go home, it's all right. The smell's unbearable to you guys, it's all right, you can go home. Cool. But what about the managers? I'm pretty sure I have the same nose as a regular human. Like, my nose works just the same as theirs, and I can't tolerate it, so why do I have to stay here and work through that? Just because I get paid a little more, I have to still deal with shit? And literally, it's so bad to the point where it's coming through your goddamn mouth. Like, you could literally taste it. You could taste the shit, and I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. You could taste it, bro. It was that bad. And I'm like, bro, like, as an organization, can we shut down the store? Like, can we close down for the day? Obviously, y'all need to call the plumbing company and come fix this, because the smell is literally going through everywhere, and the drains are blacked up to the point where liquid is coming out of the every air hole, every hole, every plumbing hole is coming out. Liquid is coming out. Literally, shit is coming out. And you'll never believe this. I'm telling my boss this. My boss says she called the supervisor, and the supervisor said, why do y'all? Because we're literally saying a customer came in and before we close the doors. Customer came in before we closed the doors. Customer was like, damn, that smell is so intolerable. It made me lose my taste buds. I just don't want this no more. Cool. If the customers are saying the smell is that bad, that was step number one to close down. But then the smell so bad it's coming through the window in the drive-through. Remember, we shut down the doors. Doors are inside is locked. You can only go through drive-through. A customer smelled it through drive-through to the point where they're like, bro, that smells horrible. Like, whatever y'all got coming out of that window, I don't want it because the smell is horrible. And whatever, I don't trust whatever is in that restaurant. Y'all got doors closed. My boss called the supervisor. The supervisor was like, why do y'all have the window open long enough for these people to smell it? And I'm over here thinking, like, bro, like, how much does money mean to y'all? Because it can't be this serious. Like, shut down this restaurant. It can't be this serious. It cannot be. It cannot be. I understand, y'all want to make a dollar here, make a dollar there, but I'll gladly lose my paycheck if I could keep my nose intact, bro. I'll gladly lose my paycheck if I can keep my nose intact. I just found that fascinating because I'm like, bro, like, this is a corporate organization. This is an organization that is supposed to be, you know, all for the people, you know, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, you know, you feel me? It's not Burger King have it your way, but goddamn, we basically make it your way. And you don't want to, you know, consider us like as humans when it comes to working. I want to consider us like robots that got to deal through the smell. Like, you know, we're not. We're humans. We have noses. We smell shit, and when shit smells, it's a sign to close the restaurant. But that's just one example of just the poor environment that was there. McDonald's in general, if I could give y'all a tip as somebody who's a real nigga, like I'm a real nigga. I ain't gonna fake the funk, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. McDonald's is not a place you should see yourself there for a certain amount of time. Bro, I was making, look, as a manager, I'll be real with y'all. I was making $18 an hour as a manager. $18 an hour is cool. It's all nice and fun. It sounds like it's decent pay. But for the conditions that we had to go through to deal with that $18 an hour, it wasn't worth it. It really wasn't. And then on top of that, we not getting paid. You got to understand, $18 an hour sounds amazing when it's 40 hours a week. We was barely making 30 hours a week. You feel me? You're trying to cut costs by cutting, you know, hours just so that when we get a bonus, because we used to get we got bonuses. When we get a bonus, it would make it look like a regular check. Say, for example, back in 2022, where things were beautiful, you know, and everybody was working hard. I was working more than 40 hours a week, and I was making like $16 an hour at the time. And so that I was getting my take home pay was like 1600 every 2 weeks. And that's beautiful. You know, that's not poor. That's not, you know, not manageable. It's manageable. So when I was getting that money, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Like I could see myself working at McDonald's for a little bit more. And now you bump me up to 18 2 years later, and you're cutting my hours down to barely 30 hours a week. So I'm like, why am I making less than what I was making back in 2022? I get it. Everywhere is cutting down costs. Everywhere is cutting down, you know, you want to cut costs and budget and all this. But you got to understand, you're not going to keep me here if you're literally decreasing my check. You're not going to keep me here. You're not going to keep your employees here. How are you going to decrease my check and expect me to stay here and work for y'all, and then y'all throw a bonus on it, and the bonus doesn't even equal to what I used to get? It doesn't equal what I used to get. You got to understand, like, if the cost of living is going up, everything's going up, why is my check not going up? Why is my check going down? Matter of fact, going down instead of going up. You're not going to keep nobody here if you're doing that kind of crap. So I just found that fascinating. I was like, bro, like, McDonald's must have got me fucked up, because you think everything is just put the fries in the bag. It's put the fries in the bag and expect not to get that bag thrown back in your face, because I done seen it happen. I done seen, guys, everything I'm telling you, I done seen. Like, I done seen customers come back and throw stuff in people's face. I done seen customers be the most disrespectful people in the world, and employees are just expected to take it. And as an organization, like, you got to understand, if we're expected to do that, pay us what we're worth. Pay us what we're worth. Yes, granted, anybody can put fries in the bag. Granted, anybody can make a burger. Anybody can flip burgers. Yes, you don't even need two hands to do that. You can do that with one hand. I literally had employees who had one hand and do it. So yes, I understand that. But if it gets to the point where people are not tolerable, like, there's going to be people who are not tolerable, and majority of them are going to have some type of attitude because they see us as, you know, inferior and below, you know, the average human. Just because we're working at McDonald's doesn't mean we're not human and we don't have feelings and we don't try and give effort, because there's people who come and genuinely give effort and try to make your day as, you know, tolerable as possible. I try to make your day. Me, for example, I come to work every day and I try to make everybody happy. I'll throw, you know, extra stuff in the bag, you know, even when I'm not supposed to. I'll throw extra stuff in the bag, and, you know, like, I'll give you the customer satisfaction. I'll make sure I make sure the company still gets their money. I'm making the line move like this. Like, I'm flipping burgers fast as fuck, to the point where I'm working the job of position of like 4 or 5 people. Literally, if you can ask anybody at my job, who was the fastest on that table, fastest bagging up food, fastest, who knows what to do when this goes down, when this machine goes down, when this goes down, what to do when this happens, when this happens, when this happens, and I'm still getting paid dirt. Make it make sense. Make it, if you're not giving me, you're cutting my hours instead of raising my hours, because like that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I just never understood it from a business perspective. I never understood it. Yes, I understand cutting costs. I understand that, but I don't understand cutting your best employee, like cutting your best employee to the point where he doesn't even make enough to support his bills. He had to work 2 jobs. I had to work 2 jobs just to. I'm not gonna get all the way into that, guys. My advice to y'all, if y'all gonna work McDonald's, is have it be temporary. Have it be a temporary thing where this is set amount I want to reach. This is the goals I want to have. This is what I want to have saved up so that I can move on to something else. And if you're in McDonald's is the type that will give you hours and will bump you up, try to go all the way, because that's really where the money's at for real. Because at the bottom, you're not really making nothing. As a manager, as assistant GM, that's where you start, seeing a little bit of, if you're gonna go all the way, go all the way. Don't settle with, below for 10, 14, 15, 20 plus years. Don't settle with just a regular, your regular position. Keep going up. Try to level up in the company, because at the top, they do make a lot of money. At the top, they do make a lot of money. If you have ever been somebody who's been offered a general manager position, who's been offered office position at the actual, corporate office, like, it really is good money. It's good money up there, but you have to work up to that point. And if that's not what's for you, then it's not for you. So as always, like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, that boy Welly. We out.